Hey guys, my name's Gwen, and I want to take a moment to talk to you today about a topic that's kind of heavy, but it's real. So I want to talk to you today if you've ever had suicidal thoughts or voices telling you to end your life. I have a couple questions for you. Have you ever visualized your own death? Has it felt like something romantic or beautiful? Or have you ever thought about what your own untimely death could look like and how that would affect the people around you? If you have, you may have encountered the spirit of suicide. I believe there's a whole unseen realm of angelic and demonic creatures, and I believe one of those demonic creatures is this spirit of suicide that just tries to attack humans and take them out. I want to tell you a little bit about my own personal story. About 6 years ago and before that, I struggled with suicidal thoughts a lot. If I had a sharp object in my hands, I would often picture myself stabbing myself in the stomach or slitting my wrists. Or if I was driving down the street, I would often picture myself just throwing myself out of the car or getting in a car accident and going through the windshield. And this is intense stuff, and I felt like a victim. Sometimes these thoughts would just feel like they came out of nowhere and I didn't know what to do about them. But one night I met Jesus and everything changed. I was on my balcony, similar to many other nights. I had a long night of partying and I had been through a bad breakup that night. And I just felt so much pain that I didn't know what to do with it. And I was out there, I was ready to jump. I was picturing it, I could taste it, I was there. And I just, instead of jumping, I fell on my knees and I said, God, if you're real, I want you to take my life. I don't want it anymore. I can't do it anymore. And in that moment, Jesus spoke to me and he said, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. I am your hope and your future. And guys, after I met him, everything changed. I started to live again. I started to create. I started to dance and paint. I started to dream about traveling the world, and I got to see those dreams come true. And all this time that I'd been obsessed with death and fantasizing about death, now I was living this life that was real. And it was awesome, and it is awesome. But I just encourage you, if you're struggling with these thoughts, our imagination is a very powerful tool, and you can invite Jesus into those places where you feel pain and ask him, what do you want me to do with this pain? And he'll walk you through it, and he'll show you the other side where there's freedom and there's joy that's not dependent on your circumstances, but it's lasting. Jeremiah 1:5 says, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you and I set you apart. That just means that God doesn't make a mistake, and you were created exactly as you should have been. And there's hope in that. You don't have to be anything else. You don't have to worry about anything else except that you're loved by the creator of all things, and nothing can take that from you. Only God knows the number of your days on this earth. And he wants to spend each one of them with you now, but he also wants to spend all of eternity with you later. So look forward to that. So be blessed today, have an amazing life, and go live.